Dear student, welcome to my channel. This is the 23rd video on C programming and this is the last video on nested loop. Now let us start. Multiplication table from 1 to 10. Now here we want to print the multiplication from the 1 to 10. So generally in multiplication table number of rows are 10. Column can change. So for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So it will print the row. And j equal to 1 to 10, it will print column. Now we want simply I into j multiplication because this is j and this is I. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 is 3, 2 into 1 is 2. Like this it will print. Now here I have given percentage 4d. Percentage 4d means whenever it prints a number, it will take the 4 space and it will do the right alignment. Now see 100. Now still see, you can see 1 space. But if I don't use then percentage 4d, what will happen? All characters are very close to each other and there will be no space. So very difficult to distinguish. And if I use instead of 4d, if I use 5d, what will happen? So we will get more space. So you will find out more spacing is there. Now see for 90, 2 spacing is there. For 1, 3 spacing is there. So in this way, it will change. Now after this in j loop only one statement is there, so no need of opening and closing parenthesis. After that printf slash n and it will go to the I loop. So in this way we do the program. Now if we want the multiplication table from 1 to 30, what we require to change? We require to change only the value of j. So 10 becomes a 30. So in this way we can change the program. So number of columns will be 30 and the rows will be 10 only. Next is print prime number from 1 to 100. So for that you should be very much comfortable to enter a single number and check whether it is prime or not prime. So directly don't jump to the problem in which you require to print from 1 to 100. First you do the single program for a single number and after that you modify that. Now how to do the modification? Now see, when you do the simple number, you always start with j because inner loop always starts with j. So j equal to 2, flag equal to 0, j is less than or equal to I by 2 because our numbers is coming. So in previous program you started with n because your number taken n, but now we are doing this I loop. So just take that from the outer loop we are getting the I value. So j is less than or equal to I by 2, j plus plus. Now if I mod j equal to 0 because you divide the number I with j and if it is 0 then that number is divided. So flag equal to 1 and break. Now for every new number our flag should be 0, so it should be initialized here and not here. So flag equal to 1, break, end of the loop. If flag equal to remains 0, it is prime number, else it is not prime number. I have put in comment because I just want to print the result of prime number only. Now see, we want to do the program for 1 to 100. So for simplicity I have skipped the one number. So we require to do the number for 1 to 100. Now initially it will take the 2 number. Now 2 it will check from 2 to 2 and it will check it is a prime number because it will not go into the loop and it will by default flag equal to 0, and when flag equal to 0 it is prime number. I will take the number 35. So for 35, I is 35, we will start j equal to 2, we will give 35 by 2, so roughly we go to the up to 17 number. So here it will check that this 35 is divided by 2, 3, 4, 5, it will check, and when it is particularly divided it will stop there. So that is nothing but the stop means flag equal to 1 and break, and it will not print because 35 is not a prime number. So in this way here we require to care that what is the outer, from the outer which value is coming as a continuous, and for every number we require to set which values. For example flag equal to 0 here. Next is print Armstrong number from 1 to 500. So now see, we are taking the number from 1 to n, so that is 1 to 500. Now initially all numbers sequentially come as I, so our I number we have to check. So what I have made, j equal to I, so I have copied, that is I have not changed I here. Why not to change I here? This is very important to understand. See, this is the outer loop. If you use directly I variable, what will happen? I becomes 0 and this will go into the infinite loop because here I should be incremented always, and if you use I here and I eventually going to the 0, so your loop gets in an infinite loop. So what you require to do, for j equal to I, sum equal to 0, j is not equal to 0, j equal to j by 10. So you are separating the remainder, that is nothing but digits, making sum equal to r into r. If sum equal to I, here I is not changed, sum is equal to I, print Armstrong number. So here the care has to be taken of two things. One is sum equal to 0 should be initialized for every number, so it should be in inner loop, and don't modify I. You can modify the I. What will happen? It will go into the infinite loop, because I will never be incremented. In every time I becomes what? 0. So do operation with the j variable, as I is going to be changed. Now check perfect number. So perfect number, for example, I will take the example of 6. So for perfect number 6, what we require to do? 1, 2, 3. All this number divide the 6, and if we take the summation, it is nothing but 6. So see, sum f equal to 0, j equal to 1. We will not go up to that number, but less than I, because I is coming as a number. Now we will find out remainder. If remainder is 0, we are adding, and otherwise we are adding. If remainder is 0, after that we are making j plus plus. So after this loop, if sum f is equal to I, now here I is not changed at all, because in this only we have changed which variable. Actually there is no as such change, because we are not changing, we are checking just remainder. So I is not disturbed at all. So if even there is no need, actually this program is safe, because no any changes takes place. So sum f is equal to I. So final sum f is equal to I, then it is a perfect number. For simplicity I have skipped this portion, otherwise the answer lines will be very large. Write a program to generate all combination of 1, 2, 3 using a for loop. Now we require to use nested I, then j, then k. So how it will works? Initially I1, j1, and for that k becomes 1, 2, 3. They see k1, k2, k3. ij becomes 1, 1 only. Now it will come out of the k loop. Now it will again go into which loop? First it will complete the j loop. Now initially j1, now j becomes 2. I is not changed at all. So see 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again k becomes 1, 2, 3. Next it will come out of the k loop. Now again j becomes 3. So 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And again k loop becomes 1, 2, 3. Now it will come out of the k loop. Now j becomes 4, which is not allowed. So j, it will come out of the j loop also. So now it will increment the I variable, which becomes 2. So when I becomes 2, again j start with the 1, and k become 1, 2, 3. So in this way loop gets executed. Now we require to find out the Pythagorean triplets in the range 1 to 20. So we know from the mathematics that ABC should not be same. But if you are at initial level of programming, you can start A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 1. See, this is outer loop, then C, then C. So for every A, it will A and B, it will change the value of C from 1 to 20. That is A1, B1, and C goes from 1 to 20 like previous logic. Now in inner loop we'll check if A square plus B square equal to C square, print that, otherwise don't print. So this triplet is the output. But when we write down 3 nested loop, at that time by default complexity is n cube, which is not feasible. 87 program is Peterson number. What is meant by Peterson number? For example, if we give number 145, at that time we require to separate out each digit, then take the factorial, and their sum should be equal to original number. So here when you do the program, you basically specify all variables in long, because factorial is increases. Now what we require to do, we take n is not equal to 0, n equal to n by 10. In this operation n changes to 0, so we are storing in the temp equal to n. After that sum equal to 0, we require to initialize. First we will separate out the digit, so 5 will get separated. Now we will use the which loop? Factorial loop. For I equal to 1, I is less than equal to r, I plus plus. But for each factorial we initialize this variable as 1, because we do continuous multiplication. So fact is equal to fact into I, so only single line, so no opening and closing parenthesis. After that sum is equal to sum plus fact, so it will, sum is initially 0, so 0 plus 120 is equal to 120. Then I have printed just to check intermediate answer is correct or not. Then it is go to the next number, it will separate out 4, 4 factorial, which is 24, 124, then 1 digit 1 factorial is 1, then 145 plus 1 is 145, and after that see, we require to compare this sum should be original to our number, but our number is in this operation our number changed to the 0. So but we already stored that number into which variable? Temp. So we are comparing sum is equal to temp. Now next number is find all numbers whose digits multiply to given product. I will explain the example. So I have restricted this program up to 2 digits. For example, if number is 8, what we require to find out the numbers? We require to find out the numbers 18, 2 digit number basically, 24, 42 and 81. If you multiply their digits, answer is 8. See. So for example, input 8 is given. We are going to check from 10 to 99. First we take the 10 number, we separate out the digits of 10, which is 1 into 0, and as after that we are initialize 1 here. Then we will check now I will check only for the 18 number. For 18 number, what will happen? It will separate out 1 and 8, 1 and 8, so it will does 1 into 8, it will take 8. Now here this line is very important and I will explain what is the meaning of this. Now what we require to do, if multi product is another 8 and our multi value is also 8, if this is equal to 8, what we require to print? We require to print that number I. But see, in that operation our I changed to 0, so we can't check, otherwise what it will show? That number is I. We want to print this 29, 36, 63, 92. So I is change here, so that's why I is already stored in which variable? That is temp variable. So I will make temp is equal to I, or otherwise instead of I, if you print temp here, that will also work. So it's all depend on you how you are writing the program. See, for 18, 9 to the 18, 6 3 is 18, 6 3 is 18, 9 to the 18. Now this is again very simple program. We require to find out the pairs from ABC such that A cube plus B cube is equal to C square. Nested loops, and we will find out these pairs. See, 1 square plus 2 square, 1 cube plus 2 cube is 1 plus 8 is equal to 9, and which is equal to 3 square. Last program is very similar to 88 program. What we require to do, for example, if 8 number is there, we require to find out the pair 1 8 and 2 4. So here I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, j equal to 1, j is less than or equal to j plus plus. So for 8 number, it will check number this one, it will check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Then for 2 it will check 1 to 4. So what we have to check, if given number mod I equal to 0, and because we require to find out the pair, so this 8 number should be divided by both, that is I and j, that is 1 and 8, and their product I into j should be equal to product, that is 1 into 8 is also equal to 8. So at that time we require to print this number. So this is all about the nested loop. So I stop here for the nested loop. I have published 10 to 12 videos on nested loop because understanding the nested loop and how the variables are changing, it's very important for any logic building, for programming in any language. Now from the next video I am going to start with the array, that is first one dimensional array and next two dimensional array. Thank you.